Hi, this is Jana, and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are all about Taco Bell Mexican pizza, Copycat. And so, kinda. And so, anyway, when I wrote my cookbook 20 years ago, 20 years ago, that was before really I was even on internet or doing anything. I don't think I was even on social, there was no social media, I don't
There was
think.
like MySpace, but you weren't
Yeah,
on
but I
that.
wasn't on it.
Yeah.
But anyway, but we used to live way out, like 80 miles away from the closest Taco Bell. And so I made Taco Bell Mexican pizzas my way. And so I'm going to put that recipe for the sauce in the comments, in the description box below. Okay, you didn't need to see me cook an entire pound, 1 pound of ground beef. I used 80/20. And now I'm going to add, and whatever your favorite brand is, taco seasoning mix. And then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of water. Forgot to get my 1/4 cup. Get my handy dandy stove here. There we go. Slapped on my stove, of course.
Water's still on.
Water still on. It's okay. We got it under control. And so we're going to mix this together. And then we are going to add directly to the ground beef. And this is optional if you have people in your family who don't like refried beans. Can't imagine at this house. Everybody loves
I
them.
love refried beans.
But I know, but I'm saying some families, they don't. I've got 1 can, and it's a 16-ounce can of refried beans. We're going to add that directly to the cooked beef and stir it up. This is pretty simple, isn't it? This is one of those meals that you can make on church night. This is what you can make. Like me today, I had a busy day. I'm so tired.
I don't think I've eaten today since I was at work
I know,
last
and
night.
what time is it here?
It's like almost like it's 7 o'clock, I think.
Anyway, it feels like midnight. My eyes, I can barely focus, but this is one of those meals, see, that works out great when you don't have but a few minutes. I have my oven preheated to 425 degrees. And so get this mixed together. And you can drain the grease if you want to. And I didn't do it because it mixes in with the refried beans really well as we get it all mixed together. And I like a little extra fat because fat is flavor. Okay, set this aside. All ready to go. I might stir it up again in a second. Now I've got a pan with just a little bit of oil in it. I use peanut oil, but you can use vegetable oil or tallow or whatever you and your family like to use. And so I'm going to heat this oil and we'll be right back. All right, this didn't take very long, a couple minutes. How do you know when it's time to fry? See the spoon? A wooden spoon, not plastic. You'll be really sad if you use plastic. A wooden spoon and it bubbles around the bottom. That is how you know your oil is ready to fry. And so I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put in a flour tortilla. Just like this. You see it bubble up? And then we're going to get it crispy and we're going to turn it over. It's not going to look, and after you take it out, it's going to continue to cook. Be very careful. This is not a job for children on this one. They can do the meat and the refried beans if they're stove savvy. But I would leave this part to adults unless you have a very experienced older teen. That being said, there's some adults who should never walk away from oil ever on your stove. Never, never, never. And this is going to deflate, okay? See how nice and poofy? I'm starting to get that golden brown. All right. Drip it off good. You don't want to get all over your stove. And now I've got over here, I have a plate. You can't see it because I don't want it close to the fire. I have a plate with some paper towels on it to drain it. Now I'm going to do the next one. So for each of your Mexican pizzas, you need 2 flour tortillas. It doesn't take long. I had turned my oil down because it was pretty hot. Nice and bubbly. And I kind of look for when it starts to get brown around the edges. And that's how you know when it's ready to go. And if you don't like this size, if it's too big for your kids, there's the next size smaller, kind of the street taco size. This is a little bit smaller. See, now it's starting to brown around the edges. So that's telling me, go ahead and turn it. Look at that. Almost done. I'm going to push it down to the center just a little. Shake it, shake it, shake it. And then I'm going to do the rest of them and I'll be right back. Hey, we're back. I've got my flour tortillas all fried up. Didn't take but what, Erin, 3 minutes less?
Not that very long.
So I'm telling you, this is real time. You know how long it takes to cook a pound of hamburger and add taco mix and refried beans. This is not very impressive, but you know what? Everybody's always looking for those recipes that they can make on nights where they're just flat out exhausted and the budget says, not tonight. Are we going to go out to eat?
And also inclement weather.
And also inclement weather because we've got ice storm warning right now. Yay.
And you save money. You don't have to go out. You just have to get your supplies to make this.
I'm telling you what.
And we got Super Bowl coming up. I mean...
Oh, this is perfect for Super Bowl.
I know.
What a fun thing.
Build your own...
You could put the meat in a crock pot. You could pre-fry the tortillas and take them with you, and people can make their own and pop them in the oven after they get them made.
It'd be like a little buffet style. You make your own.
That's a great idea, Erin.
Hey.
See, she's always got her thinking cap on. And you can put a little or as much as you want on here. All right. So now we are going to, because we're just like that, even though they don't do it at Taco Bell, we're going to put a little bit of cheese on that layer because why not?
Can't go wrong with cheese.
Can't go wrong with cheese.
I love cheese.
Helps the lid stick on, right, Erin?
Mm-hmm.
So there we go.
That and the cheese tax.
Dog's cheese tax. And so then we put our lid on. See how easy this is? I'm telling you what. Other than frying, kids can do this. Leave it for your teens to do if you trust them to fry when you're not there. Okay, I have to share with you. I will put in the description box below my original recipe for the Taco Bell Mexican pizza sauce, okay? Because if your store doesn't carry this or you aren't going to run and get it because you've already spent your money for the week, this is saucy Mexican style pizza sauce for the, look it, it's even for the Mexican pizza, so it smells exactly the same. All right, so now we're going to put our sauce on, as little or as much as you like. All right, there we go. And do the other one here. I've got my oven preheated. You can do 425, 450, but since I have parchment on here, I can't broil. And you can't go over 425 with parchment paper or it'll burn.
Yeah, whoosh.
Well, it just gets black and it can make your food smell funky. Alrighty, just like that. And now, how simple is this?
More cheese.
You go through and you remember what those look like. Lots of cheese. And it always pulls over the edges in your box. So we want to kind of put it close to the edge so it looks just like them. Because it is like them. Exactly. All right. There we go. A little more dab of cheese right there. Now, there's for your preferences. Mama, me, likes tomatoes. Erin, not so much. So I'm not going to put any tomatoes on hers unless you want them, Erin.
I'm good.
I mean, she eats tomato everything. It's just not raw tomatoes, not her thing.
Not raw tomatoes.
And then I have Erin chopped me up some fresh green onion.
Gotta be the sous chef.
I was busy. I washed floors today. And it's hard for me to do that, but I had to get it done. We got storms coming. Whoopsie daisy, whoop-a-daisy. That's why I always tell my grandgirls, whoop-a-daisy. And if you prefer, you can add a few black olives or jalapenos, or you name it, whatever it's your pizza. So I know Erin likes.
I'll probably, after it cooks, I'll probably put some diced pickled jalapenos on it.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna put on mine.
There we go. All right, I'm gonna pop these into that 425-degree oven. Remember, don't have it too hot if you've got parchment paper. We'll be right back. And look at that. There is our Taco Bell Mexican pizza. I forgot to tell you, you can use any cheese your family likes. There goes my timer. By the way, it was, for our oven, it was 5 minutes. And you can use Mexican cheese, you can use Kojak cheese, you can use whatever your favorite cheese is. Monterey Jack, whatever you like. We used Kojak tonight because that's what I had. And so, anyway, I thank you for stopping by Jana's Kitchen. If you have any questions or comments or whatever, please make them. I'm always happy to answer. Thank you for stopping by Jana's Kitchen. Remember, the recipe's in the description box below for my original Jana Mexican pizza sauce.